Now that we've learned double whip, we have just one more move to add to our sequence, to insert in our sequence. And you'll be glad to know that this is the move everybody agrees is the hardest move of all to do. This move is called cloud hands. It's another sideways move instead of a forward move. The reason people find it somewhat challenging is that we're moving our arms and our legs at the same time in somewhat complex ways. Let me just show you cloud hands one time, and then we'll break it down. We'll learn just the arm movements and just the leg movements separately before we put them together. We start off with our weight on the right leg, as we usually do. The left foot is in cat stance. Instead of being in ball holding position, however, we are in the cloud hands position, where the left hand is by the hip, the right hand is facing up. We take a side step and we do the cloud hands arm movement. We step in, transfer the weight onto the right leg. Another side step to the left. Step in, transfer the weight to the right. And then we turn around. We have a turnaround step. Side step, shift left, step in, step right. And now we're going in the other direction. Cloud hands to the right, step in, transfer the weight to the left. Cloud hands, side step to the right, shift right, step in. And our last one, we side step, we come to the right, and then we form the ball. And we're going to begin with parting horse's mane after that. This cloud hand sequence comes just after the double whip brush knee and push move that we learned just previously. It comes just after the brush knee and push and just before parting horse's mane sequence. So that's where we insert this sideways 3 steps move. Now, if you don't have much room to work in, don't take as big steps as I do. You can do it in a very small area. You can do it like this, just side step a little bit and come in. The main thing is to make sure that you transfer the weight to the correct leg each time, and then you can go back. The 3 steps to each side wouldn't have to be very far. Ending up back here. So you can do it in a space like this if you really need to. Just make the steps smaller. The footwork is a variation on the side step that we already know from rooster spreads wings and single whip combination and so forth. The basic move, we start off on the right, the left foot is in cat stance, hands at the front of your chest for balance. There's a side step like that. You don't put your weight down yet. You keep the weight on the right leg with the knee slightly bent. You side step with the left foot and just rest the ball of the foot on the ground. There are 4 parts to each step. So part 1 is the side step. Part 2 is simply shifting the weight from the right leg to the left leg. At this point, you notice the left knee is bent, the right leg is straight. Let's do just that much again. Starting on the right with the right knee bent, left foot in cat stance. Part 1 is the side step where you don't put your heel down and you don't shift the weight. Part 2 is transferring the weight over to the left leg, shift to the left. The right foot stays on the ground for that part. Part 3 of the step is to pick up the right heel, bring the right foot into cat stance. Part 4 is very simple, but people have a little trouble with it. All you do is you lower your right heel and lift your left heel. So what you're doing is transferring the weight from the left to the right leg. And that allows you to be in a position to begin the next sideways move, stepping to the side with the left foot. And shifting the weight to the left, keep the right foot on the floor. Bring the right foot into cat stance. Then lower the right heel and lift the left heel. Good, okay, that's 2 full steps to the left. Let's try that again. Weights on the right leg, bending the right knee, left foot in cat stance, hands up for balance. 4 parts, as I said. 1 is the side step. Keep your weight on the right leg. 2, lower the left heel and shift the weight onto the left leg, bending the left knee, keep the right foot on the floor. 3, bring the right foot into cat stance, that's step in. And then 4 is transfer the weight to the right leg. Switch the weight from the left leg to the right leg, lower the right heel, and lift the left heel. Now we do one more step to the side here. Side step, shift left, step in with the right foot, lower the right heel, lift the left heel, that's switching the weight to the right leg. Now let's practice that going in the other direction. We start here on the left. Left knee is bent, right foot is in cap, hands come up for balance. Part 1, side step with the right foot, don't put the heel down and don't shift the weight. 2, shift the weight to the right leg, bend the right knee, keep the left foot on the floor. 3, step in with the left foot into cat stance. And 4, lower the left heel, lift the right heel, switch the weight to the left leg. One more step in this direction. Side step, shift right, step in with the left foot, and then switch the weight to the left leg by lowering the left heel and raising the right heel. Good. Come down to balanced position. We're going to also do a little move called a turnaround step that links our 2 sideways steps. It's the 3rd step that we do at the end of the first 2 and before the second 2. So let's start here. On the right side, hands up for balance. Bend your right knee and bring your left foot into cat stance. Side step with the left foot. Shift the weight to the left onto the left leg. Bring the right foot into cat stance. Switch the weight to the right leg by lowering the right heel, lifting the left heel. Second step, side step with the left foot. Shift the weight to the left. Step in with the right foot. Switch the weight to the right leg. Now our turnaround step. Side step with the left foot. Shift the weight onto the left leg. Bring the right foot into cat stance, but instead of lowering the heel, all we do is do the side step to the right, as though we were beginning a step to the right. Side step to the right, then shift right, step in, lower the left heel and raise the right heel, side step to the right, shift right, step in, switch the weight to the left leg, and one more, side step, shift right, and this time all we do is bring the left foot into cat stance, because then we're going to start the parting horse's main sequence with a left foot heel step. Let's take our side step, 3 steps to the left and 3 steps to the right, with the step on the end being our turnaround step. Let's take that one more time. Starting with our weight on the right leg, left foot in cap. Remember, each step has 4 parts. 1, side step. 2, shift left. 3, step in. 4, switch the weight to the right leg. Side step, shift left, step in, switch right. Now our turnaround step. Side step, shift left, step in, but don't put the right heel down. Immediately step out again, side step to the right, then shift right, step in, switch left, side step, shift right, step in, switch left, side step, shift right, bring the left foot into cat stance, and down to balanced position. Let's practice the turnaround step for a moment. We start off with our weight on the right leg, left foot in cap. We've been moving to the left, We do a side step to the left. We shift our weight to the left. Then we step in and immediately step out. Shift right, step in, switch left, side step, shift right, etc. So let's take that once again. Just the turnaround step. Weights on the right leg, left foot's in cat. Side step, shift left, step in, step right, shift right, step in, switch the weight to the left leg, side step, shift right, etc. Now let's practice cloud hands. Just the footwork first. 3 steps to the left and back. Start with your weight on your right leg, the left foot in cat, hands up in front of the chest for balance. Side step. Shift your weight to the left. Bring the right foot in, then lower the right heel and lift the left heel. Side step. Shift left. Step in. Lower the heel, lift the left heel. Turn around step now. Side step, shift left. Step in, step right. Shift right. Step in, lower the left heel, lift the right heel. Side step, shift right. Step in, switch to the left leg. And finally side step, shift right, and just bring the left foot to cat stance. And come down to balance position.